Yeah, you see him? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Alone Together Pittsburgh. I am your host, Patrick Jordan. We are streaming at you live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where it's snowing. And people are freaking out about it, man. It has been a lot of snow today, but hopefully you're at home and safe. Thank you for welcoming us into your mobile devices and your computers and whatever you've got going on over there, however you're watching us. Thank you. A couple of things here. We are Alone Together Pittsburgh. We've been streaming at you live. This is week 40. Week 40 of shows in a row. What's up, JJ Jackson? Hello, Ms. Mansueto. Hey, Tara Mays. This is week 40, episode 125 of Alone Together Pittsburgh. We did not expect to be doing it for this long. If you've watched this show, it will seem like we haven't been doing it for this long, but we're still here doing it. We started the show as a sense to keep a sense of community going with everybody in the area who's going through this stuff with COVID, and we continue to do so. We did not expect to be doing it this long, and we wish we weren't. I mean, we're happy to be here with you. Don't get me wrong, but it would be great for everything to open up and everyone to be able to leave their houses, hug each other, talk to each other. But that's not the life we're living in. Real quick before we start the show, and we have a fantastic show for you lined up tonight. Ticking below us is our Venmo. It is @TogetherPGH. If you want to kick in a couple of bucks, it will go directly into the artists involved with the show on any given night. So we thank you for that. We know that's like the season of giving and donor fatigue as well. But $1, $2, $5, anything you give would be great. If you give 500 bucks, you can come on the show as a guest. You heard it here, folks. But anyway, thank you for that. Other thing, we wouldn't be doing the show if it wasn't for COVID. And at the beginning of every show, I talk about the COVID numbers in Allegheny County. I try to keep this hyper local. I try not to do the whole state. But in Allegheny County, the numbers were 1,074 today. And since we saw you last, it was close to probably around 4,000. So we're averaging about 1,050 new cases a day, and that's not really good. We're catching the thick of the Thanksgiving kind of fiasco now, and we're rolling into Christmas, which is coming up soon. So please, if you can, put on a mask. Wear your mask if you go out for any reason. If you go out to shovel snow, put a mask on. You'll thank me for it. It'll be warm. That wind blowing, snow in your face, it'll block that off, and you're keeping people safe. It's like it's a win-win for everybody. So put on a mask, keep the social distancing going. And I mean, that's it. I'm not going to get on my soapbox again and go after it and yell at people, but you've seen these videos. You've seen the stuff going on right now. I mean, even Tom Cruise is in on the action. We'll get to that in a minute. But before we do, a couple other pieces of housekeeping. But before I do that, I want to tell you, we got a great show lined up for you tonight. Gavin Benjamin is going to be here. We've got Jess is going to be here from the Square Cafe, and Jody from Cherry Valley Organics is going to be here. So it is an action-packed show. I am not going to go long here on the opening because I want to get to the guests. Dave, should we tell people about the action in the overnight, the Jagoff poll? Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about the Jagoff poll. We have a little poll going on here on the show that we started back in March when this thing started, when they canceled March Madness. It has been going nonstop with 17 different variations, but the bracket has been happening. Now, we call it the Jagoff poll, the Engine House 25 Winery Jagoff poll. It is not a derogatory thing. We're using Jagoff as a term of endearment. Everything we love, everything that is on these lists, okay? Start to bottom, cross to bottom. We are down to, there are 3 left. 1 is already in the finals. It was the final 4. Here it is right now. There were 2 people. We were going to announce the winner tonight, but we are not going to announce the winner. We're just going to check in because this one was so stinking close. We're going to stretch this one out till Friday so the people can decide. But right now, Dave, tell them about it.
That's right, Patrick. When you got something good, you just stretch it out like taffy under the Christmas tree. You keep stretching it out till you gotta beat it. You gotta beat it like a Christmas horse. That horse is alive and running across the street like a Pegasus. You know what I mean? I know how to wear something out. You got some great numbers. This thing has been blowing up. Who would have thought that Kurt Angle and Michael the Man Keaton would inspire just so much action on this voting for this dang stinking, what do they call it? Jagoff? That's right.
5,170 votes so far.
70. Boom! In 7 days. That is a ton. Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see how they're doing, the big boys.
Whoa.
54% dominating Michael Keaton. There you go, Michael Keaton. It's
Dude,
karma. Karma's a bitch, Michael Keaton. It's coming for you. Kurt Angle's going to come and shove that protein pizza down your face. Happy Christmas.
It was 50-50 at 8 o'clock this morning when I checked.
Still time because we're going to stretch it out.
It's going till Friday.
Like pizza.
So you've got less than 48 hours, folks. Unless you want Kurt Angle, Olympic gold medalist, WWE champion. He broke.
Papa Mansueto's going to spin that pizza in the air, stretch that sucker long, baby. Kurt Angle, Michael Keaton, what you got? Are they coming on the show? Because that would make most sense. That would be the Christmas miracle we're all looking for.
All right, so you're watching at home right now. If you know Michael Keaton or Kurt Angle, hit them up. I will try to get after them. But one of them's going to be disappointed, man, because the other one, whoever wins this, goes on to a juggernaut called the Cookie Table. That's right, folks. If you're just watching for the first time, this wasn't people on this thing. This was like stuff. This was like the word yins, sinkhole bus, parking chair, Kennywood's open. Not like the park, but the zipper. All of these things, phrases, places, people, were all mixed on this poll. So there it is. I sent you guys the updated version of this, but you didn't put it on the website yet, and that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, Pete's not here. I'm throwing him under the bus.
Okay, so Pete's under the bus. All right, so we're all caught up to it. You can
hear
check.
that, Pete?
You can
What are you
check
gonna do,
what happened. You
Strip
can
District,
check
man?
who won. Pete's in the Strip District. He's working. He's working. Working on a whatever. Anyway, he's working. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Michael Cunningham, he sent a GIF here, like we can put that on the show. You can tell us what it was, Michael. I think Michael Cunningham is our requisite Kurt Angle fan, right? He literally dressed like Kurt Angle and went to WrestleMania in a singlet. So check that out. He's on the GIFs don't work, Mike. We just need your words. Use your words, Michael, if you've got them. So anyway, so that's it right there. So that vote's going on. But Dave, we got an in-show poll for you tonight.
That's right, Patrick. And this one's fun. This one's dedicated to our favorite Scientologist, Tom Cruise. Oh my God, you love him, you hate him, you love him, you hate him again, you love him some more, you hate him, you hate to love him. He's Tom Cruise.
I love him today.
Here it comes. That's right. Tonight we're doing a very special one. Donated. Yeah, donated. dedicated, that's the word, to Mr. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, whether he's yelling at his crew, telling them to play it safe so everyone could be safe in COVID, or he's yelling at a prankster that's squirting his face with a flower that's a fake flower, and he sniffs it and he gets squirted on the face on YouTube, and then he yells at him and he's like, hey man, you're a jerk, don't do that. Or he's crashing cars in Pittsburgh bridges when he's shooting cool movies like, that was that movie called? John Wick?
Not John Wick. It was, oh shit, I was supposed to be in it.
You're the movie man, we better know that.
I was supposed to be in that movie. Jack Reacher.
Jack Reach. That sounds like a dirty movie.
I was supposed to get beat up by him, but I couldn't because I was doing another movie that you make fun of me for all the time.
That's good. You're lucky you dodged the bullet because he would have thrown you off a bridge.
I'd have been happy. Like I'm sorry, dude. Top Gun, all the right moves. These are iconic movies in my childhood. It would have been cool to get beat up by Tom Cruise and see that he's like 5'2". Hey, look, he's my man today. He spoke the truth to the men and women on his set. Dave, did I lose your mic?
No, I'm liking what you're doing, so I'm letting you go.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
I mean, I hope everybody I have these things queued up. We want to play some of these.
Do you want to play a clip from it?
Let's play a little bit. Hang on.
We're going to give you a taste at the end of the show tonight. We'll run the whole thing. But right now, a little taste. If you haven't heard, Tom Cruise, they're shooting Mission Impossible 75 right now, and he was not happy with how people were reacting, how we're behaving with the COVID restrictions.
Making movies right now because of us. Because they believe in us and what we're doing. I'm on the phone with every studio at night. Insurance companies. Producers. And they're looking at us and using us to make their movies. We are creating thousands of jobs. I don't ever want to see it again. Ever. And if you don't do it, you're fired. And I see you do it again, you're gone. And anyone on this crew does it. That's it. And you.
That's right. He's serious. He's producing the goddamn thing. He's the executive producer. He's paying for it. When I said serious, my phone just ticked off like I was talking to Siri. But yeah, so there's that. Here's. You're gonna run that? That's just disappointing. Okay, so what Dave was showing there was clip number 2, which we could save for later in the show. Guy had a microphone with a squirt gun in it, and was interviewing him on like the velvet rope line going into a movie premiere, and Tom Cruise like gets squirted in the face. He goes, "Hey, you're a jerk. You know, you're a jerk, buddy. You know, I talked to you. I'm trying to help you out, give you something for your paper. You're a jerk. You spray me with a water gun." So what I think is he's brought his A game. COVID has brought out the best in him. So anyway, Tommy, keep doing what you're doing. You know,
I went in wanting to make a little fun of Tom Cruise on getting sprayed in the face with a prank flower, and I came out a double down Tom Cruise fan. You know what I mean? The guy never stops working to win you over.
So what's the in-show poll before I tell them about who sponsored it?
So the in-show poll, the in-show poll is happening right now for just you Facebook people out there. The voting has started, and yet it is a cruise off. There we go. Tom yells at film crew about COVID. Tom yells at flower prankster, or Tom crashes car on Pittsburgh Bridge. That's it. So far, it's 100% on Tom with the film crew.
Because people needed to be told what all this meant. Okay, so this is good stuff. So this is Tom Cruise. Tonight is your night. Because you needed some props from Alone Together. So get that going. But the in-show poll, only you get to vote on it. People who are listening to the audio-only podcast version of the show tomorrow don't get to listen to it. People who are watching the show later, passing it around on the YouTubes and the Facebooks, they don't get to vote either. You get to vote right now. So get on it right there on your screens. Get it going. And both polls, the overnight poll and the in-show poll, are brought to you by Engine House 25 Winery. If you don't know, they're located right there where the Strip District meets Lawrenceville on Penn Avenue and Doughboy Square, 3339 Penn Avenue. They've got a fantastic selection of wines. They've got small bottles now, perfect stocking stuffers. Go to the website, eh25.com. It will not steer you wrong. And if you tell them that you found out about them from Alone Together Pittsburgh, you'll get $5 off per bottle. Now, they've got holiday bottles. They've got all kinds of different stuff. There's their tequila wine, which is aged in a tequila barrel. You've got lots of different stuff here. It's festive. You can put in cookie orders. Lola's Eatery, which is attached to Engine House 25 Winery. You can get cookie kits where you make your own kits where they have the cookies already baked for you. They give you the sprinkles and the tube with the frosting and the icing, and they do it. It's all there in a nice little package. So check that out, eh25.com. Tell them we sent you. You get $5 off. They're also doing free delivery in Pittsburgh area, and they're also doing curbside if you want to pick it up. They're coming out, mask, gloves. That place is like it's hermetically sealed.
Perfect last minute Christmas gift. Perfect.
I'm getting lots of them. I'm getting lots of bottles. They're perfect gifts. The each bottle looks like a work of art. But they also have. I had a small one here, but I drank it. I drank the one I was supposed to show you guys. But if you look at last week, there was these little shorty bottles. They're perfect. Like you can't beat it. The branding's on point. So eh25.com. All right. That said, get to voting there. And if you want to vote on the Kurt Angle versus Michael Keaton, go to togetherpgh.com/vote. You can rock it out that way. Again, our Venmo is at TogetherPGH. So let's get this show rolling. Coming up first is an artist and an amazing guy who I've been wanting to have on the show for 125 episodes. And I'm glad that tonight is the night. He's got a killer show going on at Box Heart right now. And he's got a lot more going on. Let's bring him out here. Gavin Benjamin.
Hey.
What's going on, Gavin?
Oh, not much, just hanging out, waiting for this moment to hang out with you guys.
Well, I'm glad to be hanging out with you. I'm glad you're being alone together with us.
That's a great title, actually.
What'd you say?
That's a great title.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we just like everything else, we came up with it in 30 seconds, and then we were live. like the poll tonight. Dave put the poll together at 7:55. He's a genius. I know you're at home. You're like, they must have given a lot of thought to the Tom Cruise off. But and usually everything, all the polls are Pittsburgh centric. But tonight, Tom Cruise losing it on his crew is worthy of the times we're living in.
Tonight we are all Tom Cruise.
Right. I think everyone's been wanting to say that to someone that they've seen roaming around through the neighborhoods or something. So yeah, I guess so.
I mean, yeah, roaming around through the neighborhoods, going into businesses, doing business. It's crazy. I mean, all right, okay. So COVID really rocked us starting in March, right?
Correct.
How did it affect you in your work? Did you lose gigs? Did you lose shows? What was happening?
Things for this season got pushed back to next year. Mm-hmm. A lot of things. Some things changed. For me, it became more about giving settling in and focusing, and just having time to create and just work and brand and market projects I've been working on. So for me, it was more it just gave me more creative time to really just hone everything in and just brand and focus and yeah.
I mean, your stuff's amazing.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan, obviously, but your show at Box Heart that's going on right now, I had seen some of it, and then we've got some things. Dave will start rolling some of these things. I mean, talk to me a little bit. I mean, about your process, how you come up with these, how just everything. Here, just take a look at some of Gavin's stuff here. What are we looking at here?
This is from my Heads of State series.
Right.
When I started this series, I was thinking about all of the people who, like my grandfather, grandmother, who came to America from another country, and all of my friends who are, immigrants and their parents, and I was thinking about how in European art we're not exactly represented. Also, so I wanted to really flip the switch on that and create a body of work that talked about that, but really bring it into modern times, and really talk about art and commerce and politics and logos and just all the things that that we're always seeing that's just right there in front of our eyes every day.
That's incredible. Yeah, man, I love it. And then you had the and this one's also from the Heads of State. Yeah, I mean, okay, so you've got that going on there. I mean, you've been evolving as an artist. I mean, you came onto my radar. It's got to be, I mean, what, 15 years ago, more than that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I think the first thing I saw of yours might have been at Jeffrey Smith's salon when it
Yes.
was in Lawrenceville.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell is all this? This stuff is amazing. He's like, oh, Gavin's the best. And that was my Jeffrey for you. But yeah, and I've been trying to see everything you're doing since. I mean, and then you had this stuff with sports figures.
Yes, we just did that with downtown, downtown Pitt, and that is an amazing project, and that was fun to do.
It's amazing. There's the Josh Gibson thing right
Yeah.
there. I mean, and that's a big day for Josh Gibson, right?
It's a huge day. I mean, like I just heard about something on NPR, I think. Yeah.
So Major League Baseball is I don't know how they're going to work this, but they're bringing in all the statistics from the Negro League, the 20 some years of the Negro Leagues, and making them all valid in Major League Baseball as they always should have been.
All right.
And I'm curious how they're going to put Josh Gibson, because they said he had over 1,000 home runs. You know, and so Barry Bonds is no longer the home run king. Josh Gibson definitely was not using steroids or performance enhancing drugs. Anything he was using was slowing him down. He might have had a couple of drinks, but that was it. But Josh Gibson's amazing. Yeah. So, and Pittsburgh guys too.
Right.
So these sports figures, I mean, you had like lots of different sports. I mean, Roberto Clemente was in there.
Clemente's in there, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who else? I mean, is anything from the series that like
Mario?
Obviously Mario. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny because I mean, like, I mean, you know me, Patrick. I'm not a sports guy.
Right. I know. I was like, damn. But yeah.
I know nothing about sports. I mean, like, I'm just telling, like, oh yeah, he plays for whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like, so when my friend Russell called me and asked me, and I said, I need 24 hours to just think about this. And then, like, I went home. So I came home and I like had a couple of drinks, thought about it, and I mulled over it, and I was like, yeah, I should do it. It's like taking me out of my comfort zone, something that I haven't done before. And I knew nothing about any of these people, and they were like, oh, let's hear the images, yada yada yada. And I was like, okay. And I went to work, and then I came back with this.
Amazing, man. I mean, and there's how many in the series? Like 12? 14. I mean, it's great. You've got everybody. I'm blanking on names right now, but I mean, what did you have on there today? It was you just posted something on Instagram today.
Oh yeah, there was
first African American basketball player drafted in the NBA. I'm blanking. Pittsburgh guy. I mean, like, right. And you had Franco in there too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Franco's amazing. I mean, Dave's right now sprawling through a million pictures trying to find out what I'm talking about, and we'll get to them all eventually. But yeah, the pictures are fantastic. So are they on display right now? So the Downtown Partnership, you had.
The Downtown Partnership basically have them on display around downtown, throughout downtown. There's like 3 large pieces at the show right now at Box Art.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just dropped a limited edition of prints, actually. 12 by 18 prints from this series.
Tell me about this.
They're Box Art. And, I really wanted to do something for the people because, art shouldn't be just for like the elites. And so, and athletes or something, they're, like these folks are like Pittsburgh's gods and goddesses. So, it's just like, so I was speaking to Nicole at the gallery and I'm like, we should do something. And so we decided we were going to do, we were going to drop, we're going to drop them as prints, 12 by 18. Yeah.
So are they available right now at Box Art if somebody wants to buy some?
Yeah, they're available at Box Art right now on their website.
Okay.
You can call the gallery also, speak to Nicole.
Is the gallery doing hours of being open? I mean, I don't know how the galleries fall into with the current
I think
COVID
right now you
restrictions.
have to I think right now it's by appointment. I might be wrong, but you may want to just head over there and just check, or just message the gallery and just,
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to get in there to the show.
No, I'm just saying right now, folks, like if you're looking for the last minute Christmas present, right? This is the stuff for you. I mean, Gavin's stuff is the fact that he's doing limited prints and putting them at a lower price point. Jump on this, because this is the kind of stuff. Because even if you have a sports fan in your life, right, and you love like fantastic art, this is your bridge. Right? Because you don't have to know who the athletes are to love these pictures. Right. And that goes down to everything else too. Sorry, Gavin, I had to just drop that out there.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I know some people are watching right now, like, okay, like you can tip this off. Your wife, whatever. Let her know this is what you want for Christmas. But yeah, so check out Box Heart's thing. So what's coming up, man? I mean, so if you had shows that got pushed back a year, are you just sitting on a stockpile of work that you already had ready for these shows while you're creating new stuff? Look at this stuff. This stuff's amazing.
A combination of things. Like for example, we've got the Food Justice Show coming up with Contemporary Craft next year, and that's with Jason Fork from the Glass Center, and we're going to be doing a combination of art and glass for that. I've got something coming up with Bouchard and Sylvia for the Mattress Factory, I believe, next year. There's just a bunch of things. There's like 3 or 4 shows booked already for next year, group shows. And then there is, some things that I'm working on that I can't talk about yet.
That's totally fine. But so next year, right? Let me ask your personal opinion here.
Right.
Next year, what time of year are these things are they planning these group shows and different gallery shows?
Well, they start really Contemporary Craft is next September.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. I was going to say there's enough time.
Yeah.
To move
and
this thing through.
Basically fall between like late spring to fall.
Okay.
Out of state pieces. Yeah.
So there's time for this, because I mean, I know in the world of theater and stuff like that, nobody's really doing anything till like June, July at the earliest right now. So things are going to stay in a weird kind
It's going to be a holding pattern for a while.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that I'm hoping. I really would like to try to figure out how to get the vaccine by the beginning of March.
Just you or everybody?
I don't know.
I don't know. Just me, man. Just me. If I'm good, it's fine. As long as I'm good, I'll go to your shows. Yeah, I don't know, man. The vaccine talk is, I get it. It's just a lot of variables right now, and I'm glad that frontline workers are getting them in Pittsburgh right now. They're getting them all over the country right now, and that's awesome. But it's freaking not freaking me out, but like this is like the most valuable commodity. This is like a miracle in a tube, right? And they have these video. Yeah, like in this little tube is a miracle. Like this is gonna basically turn this thing around, right? It's the vaccine. It's not the cure, but it's the vaccine, right? And I'm watching, and it's literally like you've got governors are waiting in like by garage doors waiting, and it's literally just a FedEx guy showing up. Like it's not like an armored car. It's not like a medical van. It's literally like the UPS guy is just showing up. Like, you signed for this? And they're like, "Oh, is this the vaccine?" He's like, "I don't know, sir. This is just my package. I'm just dropping this off." Like literally, they're coming from. It's just put in the mail. I just don't get. I'm sure there's dry ice and it's in a package like an Omaha steak, but like I just don't. I don't know. Have you seen any of these things of like people getting like the vaccine first arriving and like people were like camped out outside for like this amazing thing, and it's just like a dirty FedEx truck, like a van, kind of pulls up. Somebody's like, with their mask on crooked. It's like, oh shit, and then drops this thing out. Anyway, that's just my little aside there. I'm sorry. That wasn't a question for you, I guess. That was more of me just asking if you saw anything.
Well, it's kind of funny because it's not funny, but it's interesting because I find myself like I'll go into a business and I'll assess. I'll look around right away, and like I walked in this one pizza parlor and I ordered like 2 slices, whatever, and then like a couple people came in and they weren't wearing masks, and then the owner wasn't wearing a mask, and then they were all standing there, and I'm like looking and I'm thinking like, what the. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go. I didn't even grab the slices.
Yeah.
I just walked out. I was like, I gotta go. And I have to accent.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it, and the fact that people are still like pulling their masks down to talk to you.
Right.
By the way, that Arnold Palmer one is ridiculously amazing.
Arnold Palmer is killer.
It is so good. I mean,
right.
Yeah,
right.
you like that. You really you knocked the cover off the ball there.
Yeah, I mean, like I was totally digging it. I mean, like this was a really great assignment, and those guys were really amazing to work with downtown.
I'll bet. I mean,
they were just like so wonderful.
And with Roberto there, is that a little bit of Puerto Rico in there in his arm? I can't see from here.
You got it, man. You got it.
Yeah,
I love it. You got it. You got to talk about where he came from.
I love that, man. Of course.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, if Pittsburgh want to own him, they got to own all of him.
Absolutely. And I think that Pittsburgh does think they own Roberto at this point.
Well, they got to own all of it. They got to own Puerto Rico too.
I agree. I think we all should be taking care of Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Do you think Puerto Rico should be a? Where are you from originally, Gavin?
I'm from former British colony, Guyana in South America. And I know people say Ghana. It's not Ghana in South Africa. It's Guyana in South America. Hang on 1 second.
Sure, go ahead.
Hang on.
So while he's there, what I was talking about before was when people pull their masks down to talk to you, drives me nuts. I talk about it on the show all the time. So if you watched before, you've seen me like kind of go off about this. When people are like, come up to you, they're wearing their mask, everything's good. Hey, what's going on, man? Everything good? Okay, good to see you. And then walking away, or like pulling their masks down to talk on the phone. Don't do that. Also, the mask goes over your nose. All right, we got Franco there, and Mean Joe. That Mean Joe is also sick, Gavin.
Yeah. I mean, it was like I knew nothing about any of these guys, like nothing. I was totally like, I mean, it was like
that makes it better though, man.
Yeah.
It's your art, Okay, so you were going on. You were born in Guyana.
Yeah, and my family moved to America in the 70s, starting in the 70s. And I went to school in New York, School of Visual Arts, and I ended up in Pittsburgh 20-something years ago. And I left and then I came back.
Nice. What made you come back?
Well, it's kind of like that Billy Joel song,
Piano Man.
No, the other one.
We didn't start the fire.
No. It was the couple.
Uptown Girl. No, I'm sorry. Go on.
No. It's the couple who they were together, and then they they broke up, and then I don't know. It was this weird. It was a Billy Joel song.
Okay.
And then they got back together, and then then they try to go back to the neighborhood again, and the whole thing. And it was kind of like it wasn't that exactly, but it was like, once you leave something, you can't exactly go back to it again. Especially after like 10 years, you're just like, I'm gonna jump in and figure it out. And it's like, no, it doesn't work that way. It's like, it's everything changed, it's a whole different world after 10 years or something,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I came back because there was a great art community here. I had some really good friends here. I have some really good friends here. And I, for the most part, I have a small little bubble that I can make and I live in, and that's acceptable.
Love it. That's fantastic, man.
And it's affordable as a city.
Well, that helps, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Gavin, so thank you so much for being here. We got to get to our other couple of guests. If you want to hang out and come back and chat after when we roll credits, we can just talk for a while. But if I'm sure you got other stuff you got to get to tonight.
But I would love to be back sometime. Let's talk sometime.
Oh, I would love to. I would love to. Also, everybody, you can check out Gavin's Instagram page, his website, and also if you want to buy these prints that are going on here, these limited edition run on prints, you can get them through Boxhart's Gallery. So go to boxhartgallery.com and you can check out get more visual on these things. I mean, these things are really cool. I'm gonna have to get one, if not more. So, Gavin, thank you so much for spending your time here with us tonight, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. And you guys have a good one. Take care. Cheers.
Thanks, Gavin. Gavin Benjamin, everybody. Yeah, can you tell I'm a fan of Gavin's? Well, I am. Moving along, I want to keep things tight here because I ended up chatting with Gavin a little longer, and the Tom Cruise talk was going well. By the way, Dave, how's the Tom Cruise voting going? Has anyone voted?
I'm a little disappointed. Last I looked, it's all yells at film crew about COVID. I mean, come on, you couldn't be more.
No one's voted. Okay, so Dave, I'm going to say something to you right now. I just opened up the Facebook page. I tried to vote and it won't let me vote. So I don't know what that means, but other people probably aren't able to vote too. You can chime in. I mean, Donna said Team Tom in the comments. Michael Cunningham is probably just still talking about Kurt Angle right now somewhere and like doing push-ups, watching a Kurt Angle pizza outlet commercial.
He's not voting. I can see that.
He's definitely
not voting.
But
don't fall on Mark Zuckerberg's fell asleep at the switches, and now we can't vote for our favorite Tom Cruiseism.
But normally on Wednesdays we have Erin Hart coming talking to us and representing Farm to Table Pittsburgh. But we've got something even better tonight. We've got Jody from Cherry Valley Organics. All right, she's going to be joining us here in a second. But in the meantime, if you want to know what's going on with the farm community, farm to table, organic CSAs and everything, your one-stop shop from buying fresh and buying local is FARM2TABLEPA.com. It is literally the perfect resource for you to find it, especially right now. With what's going on right now, you don't know where food supply chain's going, especially in times of COVID. It's bringing people back. And what Jody's got going on at Cherry Valley Organics right now is awesome. So we're really excited to have her with us. So let's bring her out here. Jody, are you with us? Jody, you've got your mute button on the screen there. Okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem, Jody. It happens. It's like, in this new world of Zoom meetings and everything, at the beginning of every meeting, everyone's already on mute.
Yep.
So it's great. So Cherry Valley Organics is a pretty cool place, right? You guys cover everything from fruits and vegetables, cut and dried flowers, edible flowers, herbal bath and body stuff, potted plants, and the chapsticks for days. So how did you get into doing this?
Oh gosh, it's been a long time. 2021 will be 20 years of CVO, and it's really hard to believe that's a reality. I think when I first started off in my career, I really wanted to work outside and do something that was part of living sustainably and organically, and I didn't really see that opportunity available or not easily available. So I just said, okay, well, we're going to do our own thing and start a company, and we're going to be about all things living organically and as healthy as possible.
Amazing. And I mean, you've built this thing up. It's not just it's like a whole lifestyle spot here. I mean, it's not just fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Right now, we one of the mainstays of the business is our farm share program, but we also do, as you mentioned earlier, a lot of niche products. So organic soaps and salves and fragrances, lip balms, and also herbal teas, which is a really big thing for us, as well as the dried edibles. And there just really aren't that many companies out there really doing those products where the farm, where the farm is integrated. So the farm is actually producing the flowers and the agricultural product and then selling those on the marketplace. So that kind of makes us unique in that regard.
Absolutely. And I mean, before we get into other things, if you guys, we go back to this, if you're looking for Christmas presents right now, the marketplace that you can get at on the cherryvalleyorganics.com, you can get all of these things, and they do delivery in the Pittsburgh area. So
Absolutely.
so that's the way to go. You don't even have to go to the farm to get the stuff. So that's it. But you will buy the farm. I'm sorry, it was right there. I had to say that. But like as Dave's clicking through here, I mean, you can see all the things there. Okay, so when you were talking about the farm share program that you have going on here, how does that work?
So our farm share is run through the Harvey platform, which means that it's fully customizable. And Harvey is another Pittsburgh-based company that spawned out of Small Farm Central, which has been around for a long time as well. And what they did was create a way for farms to fully customize CSA. So back in the day when we first started, CSA was just a real traditional model where the farm would just grow a bunch of stuff and you would get a box of whatever they had every week. And it was really very much about the farm, and it wasn't so much about the customer. And a lot of folks didn't know what to do with all of that kale and all of that lettuce and, all of those radishes. And it was just overwhelming for people. So it was very farm centric and not so customer centric. And now Harvey, and all the other ways people can buy food, like the meal prep kits and so forth. In order for farms to stay competitive, they need to be able to customize and transition this traditional CSA model into something that's more customer centric. And Harvey allows us to do that. So how it works is that people sign up, our members sign up at the beginning of the season, and they can sign up for either a weekly, bi-weekly, or every 4-week share. All the shares are the same size. And when they sign up, they go in and they rate all the items that we have available. So they'll rate every veggie item on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being, I don't like it at all. I never want to have it in my share. And 5 being, I love it. I'd take it every week if you had it. And then when we get to the season, we put in what we have every week or each week for each delivery. And the algorithm in the Harvey system takes all the preferences into account and builds customized shares for each member that are based on what they want to get. So you don't get things that your family won't eat or that you don't like. And that's really the great part about it, because it allows really a win-win for both the farm and the customers.
I mean, that's great, because the user-friendly aspect of it is what would keep me from getting involved. And now I want to sign up. So I'm very excited about this. We actually got Dave and I got the farm to table harvest tasting kit that they had, and it had your the soap in it.
Great.
Yeah, it was amazing.
What did you think?
It was awesome. It was great. My wife loved it. Everybody loved it. Dave, what did you think of the soap?
I don't often take showers, but now that I do, I'm going to do it with your soap for sure.
And you've seen Dave. He's telling the truth.
Glad to hear that.
I'm just kidding. It was magical stuff. It's like a great soap. Here's the thing. If you don't treat yourself with great soap, you're missing out, because nothing makes you feel like ready to take on the day or ready to end the day than a beautiful soap. And what you guys have, it's clear that love is in the product.
Ready to take on the night.
That's true.
Okay. Well, I mean that's amazing. So go on.
I was just going to say that's kind of ironic that you just said that, because I think that what sets our farm apart and has always been kind of a unique thing to CVO is just how much care and love we really do put into the product. So it's kind of fun that you said that. And we appreciate that. But our team works really hard to make sure that every customer with us has a good experience.
Amazing. And are you using any different type of protocols now since COVID happened, or are you guys still, I mean, with the farming, was there already the distance enough to make things happen?
Yeah, It's been a little more difficult. I mean, we've stepped up our sanitation protocols. Of course, we're following food safety law anyway.
Right.
But on the farm, that just means that we're also sanitizing surfaces that we may not have really sanitized before, like doorknobs and common touch surfaces that our team is, touching in the course of their day-to-day, in order to protect each other from what we each might be exposed to outside of work. And luckily we have a small team, so we're able to really, and everyone gets it. So we're really diligent about just making sure that everyone's careful and safe so that we can keep our team healthy. In terms of how it's impacted, the day-to-day work, now we wear masks anytime we're handling anything edible. So if we're in the field harvesting, whereas before we would just harvest. But now we're wearing masks pretty much all the time, even when we're outside, especially when we're dealing with something that someone's going to eat. So that's been a little bit hard to get used to. And it's hard when it's 90 degrees outside.
I can't imagine. That's why I was saying it's cold now. Everybody quit complaining. Wear your mask.
Right.
But one last
nice
thing.
Now.
Yeah. One last thing. It's December 16th right now. So, I mean, today's shopping day is over. Is there still time to get some Christmas presents from Cherry Valley Organics?
Yeah, there absolutely is. If you're based in the Pittsburgh area, we should be able to get you gifts before the holidays. We are doing same day shipping now. So if you ordered tonight or tomorrow, it would be shipped tomorrow. And you would definitely get that before the holidays, unless somebody else drops the ball. But I mean, we have almost way more than a week still. So if you're in the Pittsburgh area, no problem. If you're outside the Pittsburgh area, we could definitely take a look at it. But we can also ship overnight or 2-day if you needed.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Are you there?
Can you not hear me? Am I here? Am I not there?
You went black there for a second. Your screen went black.
Well, not the first time that happened.
So here's something funny, right? We went through this whole thing. Let's let the genie out of the bottle. We let this whole thing with Jody beforehand about, like, we weren't sure about her internet connection and how it was going to work, and we were saying, well, if things go wrong, just reboot, restart, and mine's the one that crashes. So that's how it is.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Jody, thank you so much. Everyone watching at home, the best way to get in touch and to get some of these amazing products is go to cherryvalleyorganics.com, and you can see their Instagram pages there. All the other links are happening right there in our chat feed there. You can find anything else on our Facebook page. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight, Jody. And if you got anything coming up in the future, we'd love to have you back and talk more.
Great. Thanks for having me.
All right, thanks. Have a great holiday.
You too.
And good luck. Amazing stuff, man. The fact that these places deliver. I mean, this is the third farm we've had on in 3 weeks. They'll deliver to you. Like, I mean, people are nervous. I mean, first off, going into grocery stores, depending on the grocery store, if you drive by Trader Joe's right now, you're going to see there's people lined up around the building waiting to get in constantly. Then you're in there, you're scared, then you have to sanitize all this stuff like that. To get this stuff delivered, I mean, if you have the means to pull that off, I would highly recommend doing it. So get on that at cherryvalleyorganics.com.
No excuses, right? No excuses. That's awesome.
It's awesome. It's just awesome.
And I was scared of going into Trader Joe's before the pandemic. You know what I mean? That place is spooky.
Come on, man. That's not true. I mean, were you scared going to Trader Joe's, or are you just trying to pull my leg?
The type of person that works at Trader Joe's, I wouldn't play cards with them, is all I'm saying.
I understand. I hear what you're saying, David. David, what's going on before we bring out our next guest? Could you tell me what's going on with the voting?
Everything is going great, really good with the Tom Cruise thing. I feel very confident that tonight perhaps we have unleashed maybe the best in-show jagoff of all time. And I would argue that Tom Cruise is a Pittsburgh man. He continues to work his way into the soul of Pittsburgh. And you know, here I want to just give a little context. Tom Cruise did all of his stunts in Jack Reacher, and he also titled it, and everyone was like, Tom, that's a terrible title, it sounds creepy, but he was like, he went with it. All right, but also when it came to driving stunts, he was like, forget it, no stunt, man, I'm gonna drive my own car. And everyone was like, all right, do it. And he drove it into the side of the bridge. He totally wrecked the car. You know, you wrecked the Pittsburgh Bridge. But you know what? Damn it, everyone was like, hell yes. Tom Cruise every time.
All right. Well, I think it's time to bring out our next guest. She's waited long enough. She's coming from the Square Cafe, their new location in the East End. They've got some really cool stuff going on. The holidays are coming up, and they've got some magic. So let's bring her out here. Jess, how you doing, Jess?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Thanks for being here with us tonight.
Of course, of course.
Hey, Jess, can you
We're
turn
actually we're in East Liberty. We're not in the East End.
Oh, isn't the East End East Liberty? I try to always make everything all the same. I always lump everything into the East End.
I mean, technically, but yeah.
Well, all right. I try. I know you're in East Liberty.
I go East End is like where we used to be over in Regent Square.
Really, because I think Regent Square is Regent Square. I don't even think that Regent Square is East End. Maybe I'm confused. I have East Liberty, Larimer, Highland Park, Point Breeze. That's all East End for me. And it kind of cuts off at Braddock Avenue.
I mean, technically you're right. I mean, if you're going to talk about the East, but I don't know. That's just the way I always looked at it.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
So Square Cafe, in addition to doing, awesome things, but how are things going since the move? We haven't had anybody on since the move happened.
The move was insane. The neighborhood was super, super welcoming to us. We made friends with our neighbors pretty quickly. And everything kind of exploded as soon as we opened. And then, of course, with the COVID thing and the roller coaster we've all been on. Right now, in this moment, no dine-in, but we're doing a ton of takeout and a ton of delivery. And we're doing a lot of shipping, too.
Now, how are you guys handling delivery?
We have 2 little roasters on the road right now. We do a 5-mile radius. So we go as far as into the north side, Aspen Mall, Sherpsburg, all the way out to Splitsville. So we're all over the place.
But you guys are doing your own delivery.
We're doing our own delivery.
This is awesome because a lot of people have a lot of complaints about, third-party delivery services taking massive cuts and ended up costing the restaurants money. So if you want to, Square Cafe is not messing around, folks. And so I've had the delivery. It is lightning fast.
It is.
It is like
we had our brand new vehicles tagged with speedy delivery on them as a little play on Pittsburgh.
We love that.
Yeah.
That's good. You can't go wrong. And you guys, the Square Cafe fits into the helpers category because it's not just a restaurant. It's extraordinarily beyond community oriented with what happened right when COVID went down, when the cafe turned into a grocery store for a minute. Like everything was, right there on the spot. So we're big fans here. So in addition to fantastic takeout, fantastic catering type stuff as well. There's some other merch that I should have had with me here. I wore on the show last week. You're wearing a hoodie right now.
Yeah, these are our new hoodies. Honestly, I'm not just saying this because I work there. These hoodies are the most comfortable things I've ever had on.
And they look great. And I'm not just waxing Square Cafe's car here. Their speedy delivery mobile. I love the laces in the front. I love the font, or I love the graphic in the front, the Square Cafe with the script on the back and the logo in the back, and they're super comfortable. I was wearing mine today.
Yeah, so comfy and super warm.
But you've also got pint glasses, the ones that those milkshakes and smoothies come in. Dave had those on there.
Right.
And the hot thing that is sold out from everywhere are the hot cocoa bombs.
Okay, listen. So this whole thing, I mean, people have heard about hot chocolate bombs here and there. I mean, I have at least. And, talking to Sherry, the owner, we should probably get on this bandwagon. and we reached out to a couple different places, couldn't find them. If we did find them, they'd only sell us like 5 or 10 at a time. And I just looked at her and I was like, why don't we just make our own? So luckily we have a pastry chef on staff whose name is Brittany Rawl, and she literally has been working nonstop making these things for 8, 9, 10 hours a day. And they're flying out the door. It's insane.
It is the hottest. This is the hottest. I mean, you don't want it to get hot, but this is the hottest item out there. Like Sarah's, all the big chocolate purveyors down, they sold out of them like weeks ago.
Right.
And
but we literally, we kept selling out. So that's where we like really dug in. And Brittany really dug in, and she got so much inventory ready. So everyone had an opportunity to get them, and we're going to continue to do it.
Dave, start that. There we go. We'll start this from the top here. Here's a little taste.
I'm just looping it because I can't get enough.
Okay, boom!
So
It
good.
explodes, and then there you go. There's the hot chocolate for you.
Yeah.
Amazing. So yeah. We're just gonna keep watching it, Dave. If you keep putting it on, we're just gonna do the play-by-play.
I cannot get enough.
Those are marshmallows. That is a marshmallow
Dream
on
about
top.
that. Right.
So
Yeah, that's so good.
So that was your baby.
It was an idea. It was collective. We're a big team there. Everybody's been working really hard though, and I'm super, super proud to be a part of their team. And just the creativity, and even with the hot chocolate bombs and more things that are coming in the near future, we're just really excited to.
Michael Cunningham says he bought 6 of the vegan cocoa bombs from Square Cafe.
Yeah. So we have a deal. They're $8.50 a piece, but we have a little bit of a deal where if you buy 6, it's $45. And a lot of people, I mean, I can't even explain it to you. I mean, people are dropping so much money on these, and we're so grateful for it because they're like the most perfect stocking stuffer. You know, it's just that perfect amount of I got this for you. And
he got 3 regular and 3 peppermint. He says.
Thank you, Michael.
So there's different flavors as well.
Yeah,
how does it? I mean, is it like 2 pieces that have to get put together and sealed, and then I don't even know. It's magic. I don't know.
It is. And watching Brittany go through her process, it's unbelievable the things that she does, and the creativity and the decorating. And yeah, so we have vegan options, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate. So, and you can find them all. You can order on our website. We do deliver any of the merchandise that we sell. We deliver within that radius that I was talking about earlier. And we also ship. We can ship things. So like we've been shipping to California, to Florida, North Carolina.
The cocoa bombs?
The cocoa bombs. They want the mugs, the Square Cafe mugs that you see in the video.
Yeah.
Where did those marshmallows even come from? Look at like they magically appear. Like it's like chocolate lava cake or fried ice cream. It's alchemy. I can't imagine getting each and every component of this correctly baked, prepared. It's insane.
She's pretty amazing. Yeah.
That's wild.
They're so good.
That's great. All right. So, but you can, these things, if you get takeout or get something delivered on the website, you can say, I want a breakfast burrito and a large hoodie.
Yes.
And that will get delivered to your house tomorrow.
Yes.
Like that fast. All right. So this is something I did not know. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is exciting. You can get merch, swag. You can get the coffee mugs that they have there. You saw that in the video, but the coffee mugs are like legendary. And you can get all of this stuff, and the ornaments. Check this ornament out, folks.
These are so fun, and again, these are flying off the shelves too. But they're so cute.
2020, stank, stunk, and the Grinch is holding a mask. I don't know why I'm explaining to you what this is. I'm sure everyone knows the Grinch Who Stole Christmas, but not everyone watches each version of the movie at least twice a day because my 2-year-old loves it.
Yeah.
My 2-year-old even loves the musical version, which I didn't think is very good. that just came out like a week ago. I've seen it like 3 times a day. It's growing
I
on
haven't
me.
seen it.
It's okay. I think you're all right with not seeing it, but it's all right. So check this out. This is from the Instagram page for Square Cafe. This is the kind of stuff you can get there, from catering to takeout to delivery. And you can get juices delivered too, like the special juices and the smoothies and stuff.
Totally.
So the full menu is just straight up ready for delivery.
We're ready for you. Yep.
Look at this. Oh, also the T-shirts. You got notebooks.
This is our 2021 calendar that actually one of our managers, he's an artist, his name's Stephen Call. He made this. It is unbelievable. And there's, you know, inspirational quotes throughout it and coupons for the Square for your like favorite meal or whatever it might be throughout the calendar too. So it's a cute little, he did an amazing job.
So this has turned into the Christmas shopping episode of Alone Together Pittsburgh, and it's just catching lightning in a jar. This is fantastic. And so what are the hours at Square Cafe, East Liberty?
We're open every day from 7 to 3.
7 to 3, folks. So literally, you can and when are you guys closing for holidays?
We're actually a little bit undecided whether we're going to be open for delivery and pickup for Christmas. So we might be doing a little bit of, if anybody's interested, maybe in a Christmas morning brunch kind of situation. So we've been tossing the idea back and forth, but we haven't solidified anything yet.
Hold on, somebody just said something here. Somebody's people are talking about people are having a conversation with each other on the news feed. I thought they were asking us questions. Okay, so literally, you've got gifts. You can get these hot chocolate bombs up until Christmas Day, man. I mean, this is fantastic.
Yeah, it might turn into a year-round thing. We don't know.
I mean, as long as people are buying them. I mean, I say, you know, you go with what works. So the Square Cafe is the handle on Twitter, and Square Cafe PGH on Insta, and obviously the squarecafe.com. Best way to hit this thing up. Jess, thank you so much for being here with us. Sorry we kept you late, but we really appreciate you being here, and I appreciate the work that Square Cafe is doing right now. So
thanks for having
thank you very much. And if you guys have anything new popping up, coming in, any new swag, any new merchandise, please come back on and tell us about it.
I will. Thank you so much, man.
Awesome. All right, get some rest. I know you got to be at work early.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Everybody, seriously, check out Square Cafe. I learned something new here today. I had no clue that you could get the merchandise delivered with your food. So that's exciting. All right, get on that. Thank you, Jess. All right, Dave. We are winding the show down here. We're going to look at this one more time because it's just magical.
Come on, where do those marshmallows come from? Watch them pop up. I thought I was like, okay, well, there's the marshmallow. There's one at the top. And then I'm like, okay, here it is. You can see it. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the hell is going on? Right?
It's all there, man.
It would be considered a Christmas miracle if you were to receive that and have that under your tree.
So if you're watching this show, they ship these things to California. Okay, so they ship these things all over the country. If your chocolate purveyor is out of them, there's one place that's making them. They're cranking them out like assembly line, like elves in Santa's village. Also, I haven't said this, but happy Hanukkah here. It's another night of Hanukkah. I should have said that at the top of the show, and I didn't have that to say. But okay, we're winding things down here tonight, Dave. I think it's time to call the in-show poll, the Tom Cruise off.
I do, and that was a user error, and that user's name was me. But yeah, the thing got cooking. I want us to, if we could just maybe roll the Tom Cruise flower thing for one last chance.
Thing? Okay.
Yeah, just one more try. What do you think?
Please do.
Okay, I'm gonna run this right now. Here we go.
Run that.
This is called Tom Cruise Getting Wet.
Oh, come on.
I'm serious. That's what it's called.
A unique film. It's exciting. You haven't seen it yet, right? Well, it's suspenseful.
Is it
emotional.
Is it stay true
Funny.
to the book? So
Structurally, it's it was true to form, structure, the story. You know, it's got a family. It's got the journey of this family. Yes. That's. Well, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Come here. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
That's very funny. Can you please?
No, it's okay. No, wait a second. What's so funny about that? It's ridiculous. Do you like making less of people?
Look at his eyes.
Is that you like doing mean things? That's really. Hey, no. Don't run away. Don't run away. No, I don't care. That's incredibly rude. I'm here giving you an interview and answering your questions, and you do something really nasty. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. Well, you know what? You're a jerk. Don't be ashamed of yourself. Amazing. Huh?
All right, cut. Okay, all right. Okay, I tell you.
You know, I can usually sense when you want me to cut a video, and I couldn't know. You just wanted to ride that one all.
I was ready to cut. I was ready to cut it a couple of times, but my hand's down low here. You couldn't see.
I could read your body language. You were loving that one, and you know what? That guy was a jerk. Tom Cruise was right.
Okay, tell you what. He kept his cool. He embarrassed the guy. He just kept him there. You know what I mean? That's not punching him out. That's not doing what like Burt Reynolds would do. You know what I mean? Who has done? You know what I mean? He had the friggin' crazy eyes at one point though. You know what I mean? It turned on. You know?
I think we need like big full size Tom Cruises where like saying like put your mask on, like putting it on every street corner. Just to
Ron Cruz can't take a joke. That's very funny. That was very funny. Ron Cruz can't take a joke. That's right. He wants to kill this guy. Like he wants to kill him, and he just kept him there. He needed to embarrass him, and he wanted to break through to him. He wanted to get through to him on that. Okay, so you've got that, folks. That's the flower incident versus his epic takedown. Okay, somebody voted for the flower. And 3 people voted for the car on the bridge. Now, we had a lot more people, watching the show tonight that didn't get to vote, or that didn't vote at all. So I think we're going to have to talk for another couple minutes until somebody else votes, or we call this one a draw, or whoever it was that posted. All right, come back to me here, Dave. Here's what we're going to do, folks. We've got a great show lined up for you tomorrow. Kate Romaine will be back with her segment, What Kate Ate. We've also got some other guests lined up tomorrow that are going to be fantastic and awesome. But Dave, before we get to our next guest for tomorrow, why don't you play a little bit more of the incident from Mission Impossible 70 that was just happened today when crew was gathered around a computer monitor, some with and without masks, watching something together.
Is it really Mission Impossible 70?
No, Dave. It's probably 7, 8, 9. It's up there though. They've been doing these things since I was in high school.
And why would you say that, Patrick? Because that's not the truth. It's definitely not Mission Impossible 70.
What is it then?
I have no idea. So Tom Cruise wouldn't be happy.
So here, just press play. Press play.
Because they believe in us and what we're doing. I'm on the phone with every studio at night. Insurance company. Producer. And they're looking at us and using us to make their movie. We are creating thousands of jobs. I don't ever want to see it again. Ever. And if you don't do it, you're fired. And I see you do it again, you're gone.
So
on this crew does it.
He's pissed off. Okay, people need to take this stuff seriously. All right, he's going on, and what he's saying is legit. There are not a lot of films being shot in the United States or really globally for that matter, but there's a handful, and they're looking at the ones with the big budget, and Tom Cruise is vouching right for this. So what he's yelling there is, I'm talking to producers every fucking night. I'm doing this. I'm trying to get this done, and you guys are screwing this up. This is not a game, right? He's basically laying it out there because his name's on the line, his ass is on the line, and in order to shoot a movie, you pretty much got to insure yourself, right? And if you're already paying a ton of movie for these action movies where people are jumping out of airplanes and buildings and all that stuff, so you're going to get derailed because a couple of guys on the crew get it and everything gets shut down again. It's what Robert Pattinson, the star of the Batman series, he got it. You know what I mean? Like, all of these things are happening and everything has to shut down and start from scratch again. I mean, it's nobody's working, right? So basically he's flipping out, laying it out. But he can get away with saying it. He can get away with calling a guy a jerk with a squirt gun microphone. And, we can't, right? I can yell all I want to on this show. It doesn't matter, right? I mean, maybe it does, but like not to a lot of people. Dave, what do you think here? Where are you falling? Do you want to play the tail end of the Tom Cruise thing?
It's like 15 minutes long, but I'll roll some more if you want to.
No. We're good. I think we get the point. All right. It's not exactly like it's for a reason. Like when Christian Bale went off on the Terminator thing, where he flips off on a guy who walked through his sight line off camera and had his like rant on this thing, the John Connor thing. That's nothing compared to this one, because this is what's happening right now. I'm sure Tom could have handled this differently. I'm sure somebody like, George Clooney would have been smooth to get the point across or something like that. But Tom Cruise is a fiery little bastard. I mean, I say that with love. I mean, he's 5'5". I can say he's a little bastard, but he can buy and sell all of us. But,
Put on a fucking mask.
But not Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen put it down that quick. Tom Cruise, it took a lot. Right?
Took a lot of steam, but that engine got going.
But if you're Bruce Springsteen, you could just say,
put on a fucking mask.
I think those two should gang up to get. Now that we're getting a little bit of sanity back, I think those two need to get together as like a duo, spreading the gospel. That's because a lot of the big problem here, people just, there hasn't been a concerted effort to really, market what people should be doing and feel good about it, feel excited about it, feel like they're doing the right thing. Bruce Springsteen, Tom Cruise, they can jump in a car together and they can get everybody on board, get people psyched about wearing the masks.
Okay, great. I thought you were going to jump in a car together and wreck into it on the bridge in Pittsburgh.
They're gonna save the day, and then they're both gonna drive off of a cliff as the cops are chasing.
But anyway, tune in tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We're going to be back. Then Friday, do not forget, we've got a magical holiday type show for you. Natalie Besavenga is going to do 5 minutes with. Dave Bracey's going to do his regular booze segment. But Fat Mandy herself is going to be here, and she's going to be singing a new holiday song that she's got going on here. So she'll be doing that live. And so that is coming on right now. So get ready for that, folks. Thank you all for being here. It's been a really good time. It's been a great show. Please go back and frequent those 3 things there. You've got Gavin Benjamin's the artwork. He's doing like lower priced limited edition prints. That's something new that I have not seen him do before. I would jump on that. Obviously, the Square Cafe is doing their thing in Cherry Valley. Forget about it, man. So get on that. Your Christmas shopping, you are finding it right here. And only one of them, of the 3 we had tonight, you have to leave your house for. So get on that. And maybe, I bet you Box Heart would ship to you. And there's still time before Christmas. So get on that, folks. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Stay inside. Stay safe on the roads if you've got to leave. I mean, it's still snowing outside last I checked. This isn't quite blizzard of 93 status, but there's a lot of snow. So don't be a fool. Stay in school. Okay, that was my Mr. T reference for you, I guess. Thank you all very much. Take care of each other. And stay apart. Keep your masks on. Wash your hands. Am I forgetting anything, Dave?
No.
Great. Well, I tell you what. I mean, just because it's episode 4, month 40, episode 125, doesn't mean I'm not going to leave you guys with some thoughts from the great Sally Wiggin.
When I walk out and there's someone without a mask and they come too close to me, I'm just racked with fear, and then I want to punch them in the face.
Every night it's the same thing. It's true. I mean, do you want to run into Sally Wiggin on the street without a mask on? I do not. So think about that, and stay safe, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night. Kate Romaine's going to be talking about that, and we've got some other fantastic guests. We're going to wrap up week 40 with a bang. Thank you all, and we'll see you then. Hey, I guess you guys didn't get enough of me before, but here I am again. Also, something fun for you that you didn't know about. Next week, for the holiday week, right? We are going to have one show on Wednesday, the 23rd, and it's going to be like a Christmas party. Loose, free form. It's going to be a little Christmas party. We haven't come up with a title yet, but you'll find out about it tomorrow. Think about it. Mark your calendars. We'll see you then. Tomorrow. Okay.
Got to be a tie.
All right, it's a tie then. I mean, hold on a second. Let me see what I can do here.
You're going to juice it.
I'm not going to juice it.
You're going to bump it up.
I might vote for somebody here. Hold on. Should I? Wait, I already voted. No, I didn't. Hold on. Wait, what if I did this?
Oh, yes. Now we're talking.
All right.
I mean, it's all good. You can't lose.
You can't lose? Maybe you can.
It's like pizza, hamburgers, and hot dogs. Cannot lose.
All right. You know, it's all right. Maybe we should shut this show down, Dave.
That's our next jag. Pizza, hamburgers, and hot dogs.
But from where? You know, it's got to be from a certain place.
From Pittsburgh.
You're so funny. You're such a funny guy.
Good night.
Is the show still on?